Hello, hello, everybody. Hopefully this is going live. I don't know if it is. Happy Monday. Who else loves a Monday? Claire Fifield or the Glam Mompreneur coming to you live. Hi, Cesar. How are you? Thanks for joining. When you guys get on, say hi. Drop into the comments what city and state you're coming in from, or the country, because I know I have a bunch of foreign people. So happy you are here with me. Hi, Judith. How are you? Wanted to get on. I have to pick up my kiddos really quick, so I'm going to make it fast. But if you saw my other post, look at how cute these are. I love these because they're super blackout. The little cat eye shades from Luxwear. Go get some. Hi, yes, Scott's still in the house. Yes, okay. So I talked in a couple of my other lives a tiny bit about, hi John, how are you? Oh my gosh, this is so ridiculous. Okay, so if you're wondering what that is, that's my sunshade, because I had to like block myself off. Look, so you guys can see. Because it's still so freaking hot here. But unfortunately, it's like Jimmy rigged, and I was hoping it wouldn't fall, but it fell. So here we are, right? I might have to just hold it. Okay. Hi, Shaniqua. How are you? Hi, Raquel. Hi, Jen. Okay, guys. So, as you know, I talked a little bit about the article that was in Time Magazine. I actually came across this magazine while I was looking at a venue for my sip and shop market, and the cover, if you can read that, is the Left Behind Economy, and it's a lady doing tips. Hi Lynn, how are you? Hi Jen. Okay, so I guess this just is not gonna work, which is kind of annoying. Okay, I'll do this fast. Okay, so basically, some of you know some of my stories, some of you don't. Moved to Arizona like 10 years ago. I got a job quick. I knew I needed to make tips in order to have money coming in. I came down on the Greyhound from Washington, and I basically had like 40 bucks left to my name. Once I got down here, because I didn't plan it out, I was really young. I was like 22, right? Needed something with tips. I was basically at the point where I was saving whatever I had until I got a tip paying job. I was eating, I've talked about this on the Entrepreneur Report on the radio before, but I was eating, it was like sourdough bread, I think, with mayo, tomato, and pickle on it. And like, that was my food. That's what I was eating until I got kind of going, had a paycheck, all that kind of stuff. So this is a pretty lengthy article, I think, and I've only kind of like skimmed it, but it's basically talking about how living on tips basically isn't working for a lot of people anymore. You know, a lot of people choose restaurant jobs, bartending jobs. Hi Matthew, how are you? All that kind of stuff, usually for the flexibility. Maybe you're younger and you can do those late night hours. Hopefully the tips are really good. But the thing that this article brings out and mentions a lot, and I've talked about this before too, is that, especially true here in Arizona, the middle class is kind of like decreasing a lot. So you can kind of see the stats. I don't know if they have an online publication. I'm sure they should. And then the lower class is increasing. So, 1971 or whatever, it was at 25%. It's just showing the difference in the wage gaps. Federal minimum wage went down. So when I worked tip jobs where it was actually designated as a tipped out job, you got $2 an hour. So Arizona is one of those states. There's a few states that have the laws passed where the minimum wage for tip jobs, hi Peggy, how are you, is that it's $2 an hour. So basically you had to hustle your butt off. You knew that people had to like you, know, like, and trust you. You had to kind of promote where you were going to be at, build up your own client base a little bit, even just as a cocktail waitress or a barista or whatever you were, right? So I was always pretty fine in that aspect because Obviously, I'm not like a bad looking person. I have a nice personality, all that kind of stuff. But I know other moms that would like struggle sometimes, or it's really hard when you have younger kids, especially if you become a single mom and you're trying to pick up, maybe it's your second or your third job, you know, maybe you're working overnight, and then if your kids are in daycare, they can get sick, and then you have to take time off work, and then you might not be able to show up to your job. Hi, Veronica, how are you? All that kind of stuff, right? But some of the other things in here, so the states with federal minimum wage for tipping jobs, like obviously Arizona is on there, but it shows that women are affected more. So waiters and waitresses, see that? The purple represents, so 70% of that is all women. Hairdressers, it's at 94%. And bartenders, it's at like 58. And something I want to bring up, because we're in Arizona, right? So I've cocktailed before, all that kind of stuff. But at some point, it gets like a little bit tiring. Like you get older. Like I just turned 33 this year, and going out is not what it used to be. Like I maybe want to have one drink with girlfriends or whatever. Maybe it's for work, and then go home. You cannot be out like all hours of the night and then like stumbling to get your kids to work, right? So it's a pretty lengthy article, but it's just kind of talking about how, you know, being a waiter or waitress is really not cutting it for a lot of people, you know, and everybody shares their stories in here or whatever. So a lot of people know, a lot of people don't. Some people don't see the value in it, but if you've seen online, a lot of people are promoting products or services. They're doing things that are centered around e-commerce. Obviously, the best ones are going to be companies that do drop ship. And so most of you know that I have my own women's lifestyle brand, but then I'm also partnered with a company that does drop ship. So I have like my referral code. It really takes no overhead at all to run. You basically just need Wi-Fi, and any phone that hooks up to Wi-Fi, or you can have a laptop or whatever, you know what I mean? So I just want to put that out there for those of you who may be looking for other jobs. I know there's always moms in mom groups out here, especially because there's like Arizona's a hot spot for single moms. But just to think about it, like you're spending money on gas, like elevating your risk of getting in a car accident, which can make your insurance premiums go up, extra food if you are going outside of the house. Like, hi Mindy, how are you? Taking advantage of an e-commerce platform gives you that time freedom, that flexibility. You know, if you're partnered with the right company, it allows you to help others at whatever capacity you can help them, or just be able to plug that e-commerce platform in with what you're already doing. So the company that I partnered with is nice because I can plug it into my interior design business. You know, they have home products. I can do it for my women's lifestyle stuff because usually people who are into like fashion usually are